So let's get back to our Excel accounting system. From the last video, what we did was popping out the 3 sets of accounts, which is purchase, revenue, and the interbank accounts. We are moving on to creating the searchable dropdown. First of all, we need to create a placeholder. Let me just call it a P search cell. So let me do Control-1 and then just give it a border. And this cell will be a placeholder for the search text that is looking for one of these purchase general ledger accounts. So and we do that for the R search. Just copy it this way, and we do that for the bank account as well. Okay, so just make it B search cell. Okay, and then let me select all 3 of them and then press Ctrl Shift F3. Then I can create a name based on the left column, which is these 3 name cells. So just press OK. After that, when you go to one of this cell, you have the name P search cell, and this one is the R search cell. And then let me create 9 more columns. One is the contain one, so I just call this the P contain. This column will be containing anything that we enter in the P search cell. All right. And I make a P search ID because I'm going to rank them based on the order from 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, and so we have the P search result column. This column is just like this one, all PGL accounts. Instead, it only has those accounts that fit the search text that we enter into the P search cell. So now we are going to enter the P contain column, and we use the search. Actually, let me build in some text first. So this one in our P contain column is going to be equal to the search formula, and the find text is going to be looking up from the P search cell within the whole column of the OPGL account column. Let's get rid of the @ sign so that you can select the whole column of the purchase general ledger account, and then just ignore the start sum. So after that, you see this one number, right? Because we're looking for assets, and this one has depletable assets. So you have the assets here, right? So that it returns a number, but we don't want a number. Okay, so I just put a number formula. If this one, the P contain is a number, then I'm going to return 1. Otherwise, return 0. Okay, so we have all the 1 and 0. Oh, but you know what? Because we have some num here, so we need to deal with that later. And we move on to the P search ID, and we are going to create search ID based on the contain one. So if the contain column, hold on, let me make it a little bit bigger. If the contain column equals to 1, that means it has the search text in the search cell, comma, Alt Enter. Then I'm going to count the sum of the P contain column, right? So it's column M, and the first cell is 8. So it's M8, and we press F4 to lock the first cell, colon, M8 again. Sum of that, we just sum this up, right? When the first one we encounter the search result, that means it's this one, the depletable assets. So we count 1. When we see the second one, it's going to count as 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? So it equals the sum, comma, otherwise, Alt Enter equals 0. Then we close the bracket. How come? Because we don't have this one. Okay, just make it 1. So hopefully it works. So we have a whole bunch of assets. Okay. Then we move on to the P search result. The P search result will be equal to index. So we are looking up from the OPGL account column here. So let me get rid of the @ sign, comma. Our criteria is going to be the match of. So I'm going to count from the O column all the way down, right? So that's why I'm going to use the rows of O8, the first row, which is O8, and lock the first cell by pressing F4, colon, and then O8, so that the rows will go down when you row from the top to bottom. Okay, we match the rows of the O column, comma, with the P search ID column. So that's why I'm going to get rid of the @ sign so that it has the 1, 2, and so forth. So comma, the match type is going to be an exact match. Close the bracket of match and then Alt-Enter and close the bracket. See if this one works. Oh, you know what? It does work. But we have a whole bunch of NA here, which is not good. So I don't want to see the NA. So what I can do is, add an if error and wrap around everything in between, which is this one, comma, and the value if error is going to be a double quote. So that shows blank, right? Then I close the bracket. So I should see this one. So I have only 2 P accounts, right? Because these are the depletable assets and tangible capital assets. So let's say I'm going to pick expense. So what I'm going to see is way more. So it has office expenses, computer related expenses, travel expense, something like that. All right. So it's way better. Then we can move on. I'm getting lazy, so I'm just copying 3 of the purchase accounts and Ctrl V to paste that. And I'm going to do that for the revenue. Let me change it to R contain and R, which is the revenue, R search ID and the R result. Okay. So I'm just copy the 3 from the purchase and change that. So the R contain is, instead of searching from the P search cell, I'm going to search from the R search cell, which is this one, right? Instead of looking from the OPGL accounts, I'm going to look from the RGL accounts, which is this one. All right. And just press enter. So this one has revenue. Let me go to the search ID. So let me look that up. So instead of the P contain equals 1, I want the R contain equals 1. So let me change that to R. Instead of M8, I'm not looking from P contain, right? I'm looking from R contain. So it should be P. P for Peter. So let me change that to P. Yeah, very good. So this one is going to look up from P. All right. And we move on to the R search result. And the R search result is looking up from the ORGL accounts, which is this one. And the rows is not O, not P search result. It's R, this one, R search result. So I change that to R, right? And the match reference is not going to be the P search. It's going to be the R search ID. So basically what I'm going to do is just change it to R. And then when I press enter, I should see all those with the revenue. All right. And basically you don't need to do anything. Copy the same columns to create the interbank search columns. So instead of R, I'm going to use B. Instead of R search ID, it's going to be B search ID. And instead of this R search result, it's going to be the B search result. I think I spelled it wrong. The result. Okay. It doesn't matter because when you change this one, it will take effect in all the following formulas. Okay, so lucky that I picked that up. Then it's very easy. So let me just copy all these to the bank one. And for the B contain, so I just change the R search. I'm not looking from the R search cell, but instead I'm looking from the B search cell, right? And it's looking from OBGL accounts, which is this column, the red one. All right, enter. And I should have the cash one. Yeah, very good. And I move on to the B search ID. So the search ID is going to be looking up. So if B contain column, which is the one that we just did, S1, then I'm going to sum that up from S. It's going to be, oh, let me see if I'm doing it right. Yep, so I should be summing up the column of S, which is the B contain column. So it's, instead of P, it's going to be S. Enter, then you have all these 1 and 2, right? Then we move on to the B search result. So it's going to be lookup from not the R1, but the B1, which is this one, the blue column. And the match value is going to be from U, this one, U, B search result. Let me change it from R to U, and it's going to look up from the B search ID column, which is this one, 1, 2. All right. And let me press enter. And then I have all those cash and deposits. Let's take a break first.